Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel and welcome to another episode of my hits and shit series. So in today's video, we're going to be doing all the products that I have loved and hated throughout the month of September. I've got some new additions here and some sneaky ones that have sort of been sitting in my drawer for a while and I hadn't actually tested. And then I tested them and I was like, oh my God. There's definitely been some really interesting products launching and I got a couple of those in today's video as well. So yes, if you are interested in learning about all the products that I have loved and hated, or aka all the hits and the shits of the month of September, then please keep on watching. Okay, first up, we have to talk about this highlighter. Oh my goodness. I am absolutely losing my mind over this. Actually losing my mind over this. So this is the new Fenty beauty highlighter. It's called the Diamond Bomb and the shade is How Many Carats. This is one of the most beautiful and also most unique highlighters that I have ever tried. It's actually completely translucent. So this doesn't actually give any color to the skin, but it gives the most beautiful wet glow to the skin. So whether or not, you know, you're super pale and you haven't been able to find any highlighters that are kind of light enough for you, or if you're a super deep, rich skin tone, like this, anybody can wear this. It's the most amazing formula. So in the actual pan, it looks like white. It looks like a pure white. And then you'll see, like, you can sort of see the color of it when I swatch it. It doesn't, it's, from that swatch, you'd be like, oh, well, that doesn't look very pigmented, but it's a very different formula. When it's on the skin, it just gives the most beautiful shine. Like, hopefully the camera is going to pick it up. The most beautiful shine, but without adding any color. It's kind of hard to explain. It's nearly like a translucent, sort of glittery highlighter. I have got a little bit on my cheeks up here. I have mixed it with another highlighter as well though. It is gorgeous and you can use it on your face, you can use it on your body. I mean, when this launched, I was like, girl, that looks so good. Then when I got it here and I opened up it, I was like, wow, that looks beautiful, but that looks way too light for my skin tone. Any skin tone can use this. It like transforms and it's just, I'm obsessed with it. If you are a highlighter junkie, I feel like you will absolutely love this and it's definitely worth checking out. All right, next up, I've actually got another cheek product and I feel like I have probably mentioned this in a favorites video before. The Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. This is the newer packaging. They did sort of recently reformulate them into like a matte version, I think, with new packaging. This is the bronzer that I have seriously used every single day, like literally every single day throughout the month of September. I did so much traveling in the last 4 weeks. This was in my makeup bag every single time. I've been using it on my cheeks. I've been using it on my body. I've been using it on my eyes as an eyeshadow. Like, I'm so obsessed with this bronzer. It is so smooth. It is so pigmented. It is so buttery. Like, it's all the things that I love in a bronzer. It smells like chocolate and it's just like, it's just easy. Like, I know that if I'm going to, you know, if I need to get ready quickly or I need to contour quickly or, you know, do my makeup quickly, I know that I can rely on this because I can chuck it on so fast and not have to worry about it looking awful. Does that make sense? Put some on now. It is beautiful and it's like this really pretty soft, warm tone kind of color. Oh, you'll notice my face is looking a little pale today. I did test a new foundation and I think it's a little bit light for me, but that's all right. Honestly, if you're after a new bronzer or you've been on the fence about this one, definitely look into it. You will not be disappointed. It's beautiful and it smells like chocolate. I mean, come on, anything that smells like chocolate, it's a clear win. I have got 4 other makeup products, but I might actually quickly talk about some skincare first. It'll make more sense, I feel. You guys know that I'm absolutely obsessed with exfoliation, right? This isn't a new thing. I've got very textured skin. I've got enlarged pores. Anything that will exfoliate that away and help my foundation look smoother, I am all about. And I've tested out a new product from Dermalogica this month, actually. This is an interesting one. So this is their brand new Rapid Reveal Kit. And it comes in like this little zip-up bag. It's really cool. And basically in each of these tubes, you've got like a clinical strength chemical peel that's safe to be used at home. Normally, you would have to go into a salon to get something like this, you know, get like a peel or a facial or something done. But this is like a system where you can actually do them at home. I've tried a lot of peels and I've tried a lot of peels that did absolutely nothing to my skin. I mean, I feel like I've spent money on basically everything out there and there's only really a handful of things that really work. And you guys already know how much I freaking love Dermalogica. Pretty much everything I've tried from Dermalogica has just been like hands down, oh, so good. So basically what you do is you take this little vial and you crack it off. You know what? I might even overlay some footage of me using it so that if you do pick it up, make sure that you're actually using it correctly. But you crack the little end of the vial off and then you put it all over your face and your neck and then you leave it on for 3 to 7 minutes. Now you will feel slight tingling. I absolutely love that slight tingling feeling because I feel like the product's working and I don't know, I'm just obsessed with it personally. There's also an option to use these for 3 days in a row and then reduce down to once a week. And if you do it that way, then you've got 8 weeks of treatment, or if you do it, just once a week, then you've got 10 weeks of treatments in here. And then basically once it's activated, you rinse it off with cold water or wipe it off with a cloth and you're good to go. I have noticed, and I've had a lot of questions from you guys about my skin lately, my skin just looks smoother. My pores look more refined, they look smaller, my skin looks smoother, there's less texture. Even all over my chin, my skin is looking so much better. It's got a lot of good stuff in it as well. There's a complex blend of phytoactive AHAs, there's lactic acid, there's fermented plant enzymes, there's a whole rice bran, pumpkin fruit enzyme, rice bran extract, Australian caviar lime extract to brighten the skin. It's got so much incredible stuff in it. And basically the purpose of it is to even out the skin, remove any texture, help with fine lines and wrinkles. But doing that all at the same time is not dehydrating your skin. I just think it's awesome, and it's very rare that you get these sort of salon treatments that you can use at home. I personally am not, I'm not a go into a salon for a facial kind of girl. It takes up so much time, and I don't know. I'm a DIY. These are good. And I have found a coupon code from Dermalogica. You can use the code BESTSKIN10 and that will get you 10% off the Australian Dermalogica site. I'm still trying to find something for the international Dermalogica site. Bear with me, guys. But yeah, that will get you 10% off the Dermalogica site until the end of October. But if you're an exfoliation junkie like me, I think you'll really, really, really enjoy using this. All right, next up we've got a foundation. You guys would have seen me do the review on this foundation. If you haven't seen the videos, I'll link them down below. The CoverGirl Matte Made Foundation is hands down the best foundation that I have tried in the month of September. In fact, it's one of the best foundations I've tried in quite a while. It gives the most beautiful coverage. It gives the most beautiful natural sort of matte finish without making you look like you're wearing a mask. It lasts so well on my oily skin. I tested this over 3 days and I wore it for definitely well over 12 hours each day. It looked gorgeous, and I even did a side-by-side with Estee Lauder Double Wear. You guys, it's up there. It is up there. She has very much landed in my holy grail foundations. I just love this formula. It's drugstore. It comes in 40 different shades. It's affordable. It's awesome. It's really nice packaging too. You got a little pump applicator and it locks. I love it when pump applicators lock. It means you can travel. If you've lost the lid, you can still travel with them. But honestly, check out the reviews if you haven't seen them. I go into full detail all about the formula, the application, the wear time, the shade range. All of the information that you could possibly want to know on this foundation is in the reviews. But honestly, if you're after a new foundation, especially an affordable drugstore one, have a look. I think you will love this. All right, next up I've got a lipstick, and you're probably thinking, oh, it's a red lipstick. You never wear red lipsticks. This is one of the most beautiful, flattering red lipsticks I have ever owned. And it's one of the red lipsticks that I've been wearing throughout September that everybody has commented on. So this is by NARS, and this is their Power Matte Lip Pigment in the shade You're No Good. I feel like this name suits me perfectly. I don't mean I'm not good. I mean I'm naughty. I'm getting nowhere with this. So this is a liquid lipstick formula, and honestly, just the color of this is so beautiful and unique. It's a really interesting kind of red. Hang on, I'll show you up closer. It's a really interesting kind of red. It's got it's nearly a pinky corally sort of an undertone. It is so flattering, and the formula of this is just beautiful. It is so lightweight, so pigmented. I don't find that the formula in any way, bleeds or transfers. It doesn't get all over my teeth. It doesn't dry my lips out. It's very, very comfortable to wear. It's just gorgeous, and I was shocked at how many compliments I got. I wore this lipstick, I think we went out for breakfast or lunch or something one time. I wore it a couple of times for photos that I was taking for Instagram. Everybody was like, what are you wearing on your lips? I need that lipstick in my life. It's just beautiful, and the formula is gorgeous. Totally recommend. And then lastly for the hits, this guy for the month of September has actually saved my life. So I would have mentioned earlier, I traveled so much through September to Sydney and back sometimes in one day. So I live about hour and a half, 2 hours from the airport here in Melbourne. There were so many occasions when I had to get up, had to do my makeup at 3 a.m. I had to drive to the airport, catch a flight from Melbourne to Sydney, which takes about an hour and a half, plus all of the crap at the airport, go to an event or do a shoot or, speak at something, get back in the car, go back to the airport, fly all the way back home to Melbourne, and then get all the way home. The GERARD Cosmetics Slay All Day Setting Spray saved my life. in September. There were a couple of times when I didn't put this on, and by the end of the day, my makeup looked like a hot mess. And with all that traveling, like, oh, it's exhausting, and the sweating, and the weather was warm in Sydney, and it was humid, and it was awful. And the days that I forgot to actually apply this in the morning, and like, I'm not even kidding, I was applying my makeup at 3 a.m. 3 a.m. Like, it was a nightmare. But the days that I forgot to put this on, my makeup looked like a hot mess. The days that I remembered to wear this, my makeup was perfect. No caking, no separation, no transference. My bronzer and my blush, my highlighter were all really still intact. They hadn't faded. My brows were still intact. Like, you guys have heard me talk about this setting spray so many times, but honestly, if you haven't taken my word for it yet and you want to try it out, look into it. Like, seriously, if you are after a setting spray that will legitimately keep your makeup in place, that will control oil, that will control shine, that will stop separation and caking of foundation, I love her so much, guys. So much. Now, you all know that I did collaborate with GERARD Cosmetics last year, and I created my own scent in this setting spray. So this is the Nikkia Joy Rose. Obviously it's pink. Hello, my favorite color. But even if you're not into rose, you know, it comes in so many different scents. But most importantly, it will actually keep your makeup in place. And if you are interested in picking these up or trying them, I still do have a very, 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 very limited BOGO code. Remember the Joy BOGO code? She's still available. I was speaking to them, not yesterday, the day before, I think, and it's only going to be around, I think, for a couple more weeks. So if you do want to try it, you can get 2 full-size setting sprays. So 2 full sizes of these. They have got 100 ml in each, so they're huge. 2 full sizes of these for $22 using the code JOYBOGO. So basically you get one, like buy one, get one free. It's a really good time to test them out. You don't have to get my scent. Like, you can choose any scent that you want. I really love the coconut. I really love the green tea. I really love the lavender. I really love the peach. Like, I could go all day. But yeah, if you want to try it, 2 full sizes for the price of one. And I'll link all the information and stuff down below as well. But yeah, the best setting spray. And thank you. Thank you for saving my face with all the traveling. Thank God. So those were all of the loves for the month of September, guys. Moving on to the not so pretty products that I tested out. And I feel like you guys might actually be able to guess what these are. If you do know what these are before we get into them, leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. I have 3 of them here today. And the first 2... it's a sad story. It is a really sad story. So this is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Foundation and the Can't Stop Won't Stop Primer. These have been blowing up the internet for the longest time. It's been advertised as a 24-hour wear, transfer-proof, full coverage foundation, shine controlling, mattifying, oil-free formula, like absolutely everything that I could possibly ever want in a foundation. These were supposed to deliver. Ugh. Things didn't go well for me. If you have seen the review, you will know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, I will link it down below again. My skin hated these. It was like the oils on my face dissolved the product. It caused caking and separation. I had a whole bunch of texture all over my face that I don't normally have there. It transferred straight off whenever I touched my skin. Like 2 of the days I think that I wore it, I had like a bright red nose. It just rubbed straight off my skin. It's been a big fail. The primer I found made it really difficult to blend foundations on top of. It's one of those really, really mattifying primers. I think it would be okay as a spot treatment. Like if there are certain areas of your face where you do get particularly oily, you might be able to use it kind of like as a spot treatment, but be very wary. Do not blend foundation with a kabuki brush over the top of this. You need to use a sponge. It makes things very difficult to blend out on top of. It also enhances texture. I'm just so sad. I'm so sad that this didn't work out for me. It was meant to be like a holy grail, life-changing for oily skin. Comes in 45 shades. Like, I've never been more excited in my life, but unfortunately, guys, these do not work for me and my oily skin. And I was kind of worried because, you know, I'd seen a bunch of other reviews and people were just, you know, raving on about it. I know Jeffree Star thinks it's incredible. He's got very dry skin. He's also got perfect skin. You know, and a bunch of other reviews, and I was like, what's wrong with me? Like, why isn't this foundation working for me? What is going on? But then all through the comments on that video, so many of you guys were like, Nikkia, I tried that foundation and the exact same thing happened. It just causes texture. It doesn't look smooth. It doesn't look flawless. It's really sad. A couple of people did suggest mixing this one in with other foundations because it definitely does control shine fairly well. So I am going to be testing that out and I'll let you know. But as a straight up foundation, don't recommend. And then funnily enough, speaking of texture, this one here. So this is the Makeup Revolution Luxury Powder in the shade Banana. Took me a while to get a hold of this because it's always out of stock because people love this. This causes so much texture on my skin. It is a joke. When I applied this in my under eye area, it just made it look so like like sandpapery and crepey. I then tried it on my chin and it caused a whole lot of texture. It just doesn't work for me, guys. Yeah, I know a lot of people out there love this, and I've got the Ben Nye version of this because this is like a sort of like a more affordable dupe of the Ben Nye one, the Ben Nye banana powder. Love the Ben Nye banana powder. Like, that's a beautiful formula. It looks very smooth and gorgeous on the skin. It keeps you matte, it brightens, it highlights, it lifts the face. It's amazing. I would fork out the extra few dollars and get that one instead of this one, because this one is like texture in a bottle. So there you have it, guys. Those are all of the hits and the shits from the month of September. All the products I loved and hated. Please, as always, let me know in the comment section, have you tried any of these products? If you have tried them, how did they go? Did you love them? Did you hate them? Let me know everything. I just want to talk. I just want to hang out and talk to you. I'd be especially curious to know your thoughts on the Can't Stop, Won't Stop foundation. I mean, I said that in the review as well, but there's been so many people coming through being like, same thing happened. But yes, I love you all so much. I hope that you enjoyed today's video, and I will catch you all in the next one.